Hi, my name is Luke Gableman. This is my 45-hour review video of my makeshift gallery space. I transformed my Airbnb into an empty gallery space due to the circumstances of coronavirus. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to read my artist statement, and then I'm going to walk you through the gallery space, and then after that I'll talk about each piece individually as I did them. So they're in a timeline. The title, the medium, the size, and whatnot. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with an artist statement. My 45-hour body of work comprises of sometimes painful peeling back of layers of memory of my time in the United States Marine Corps that I applied onto canvas, board, and paper by means of painting, drawing, and printmaking. The Dark Knight is one image that I use for this purpose because his conflicted urges direct him, for the most part, towards what is good and just, but not in a straight line. His struggle, like mine, is a personal one, to suppress and understand the parts of himself that are not good. Thoughts and dreams that entered my mind were crystallized and documented in my work before they became too fleeting to capture. Some of the images were not the product of conscious forethought, and in viewing the final product, I learned something previously unrealized about myself. If viewers find their own narrative in the layers of my thoughts and dreams and reach their own realizations about what they see, that is all to the good. We will have communicated, however obliquely. Documenting memories and dreams that sometimes arced from childhood into adult life did mean choosing which images would take form. The varied spectrum and texture of images that emerged, of necessity, dictated a mixture of methods: figurative painting, screen printed images, and the juxtaposing of abstract images against photographically recorded memories. Like my thoughts and memories, the images are layered. They recede and re-emerge, sometimes reveal themselves only faintly, yet they are still there, whether I like them or not. So I began this program coming from the sequential art department. That background influences my work. When I began the curriculum in the painting department, I did not have the slightest clue of what an artist statement was. I thought that the painting department meant that I would proceed to paint, and my work began that way. I started by doing portraits, but eventually came to realize that without meaning, whether to myself or the viewer, I would not truly master any fine art medium. I had to reach inside. For me, that meant going down the difficult memory road of my time in the military service. It was my life before enrolling at SCAD. So to develop my own meaningful content, I began to learn multiple printmaking methods. This first piece, titled The Dark Knight, as you can see, is a 20-inch by 26-inch, 5-layer screen print. Using my sequential art skill set, I drew in layers directly onto the Duralard before shooting the screens. There's nothing digital incorporated into this piece. I am the obviously conflicted Batman in this piece. This work was the jumping off point for my body of work that I present to you today, a kind of light bulb going off. So the next two pieces are titled Training Future ISIS Members and Sergeant Hutcherson's Birthday. Both measure 12 inches by 16 inches. I created them by carefully etching two digital photos that were taken during my third tour in Iraq. The days they were taken coincide with memories that, to move forward, I needed to put squarely into the past. By etching them, I gave them a ghostly quality, the quality of an old-timey photo, and the days on which they were taken began to feel like a lifetime ago to me. So at this point in my printmaking exploration, I found out about Eastern paper and the durable properties it possesses. I began to use this multi-purpose tool and produced a single-layered screen print entitled Squad. It measures out 18 inches by 24 inches. This is a simple image of a day on tour. This day was like any other day, except that it was the first day that I and the Marines pictured in the images were hit by a 100-pound improvised explosive device. Like the paper was printed on, we endured, but not without trauma. The durability of the paper is part of the piece, and it became part of my work going forward. The fifth piece is titled Birds. It measures 18 inches by 24 inches. It is a collage of Batman images overlaid with Eastern paper and a 3-layer screen print of another day in Iraq when my unit interacted with some children. These children could have been children anywhere. They were like me as a child. Yet they were part of a conflict in a conflicted country that might define their whole lives. The media and methods I chose to speak to the durability of these children and children everywhere, including the child I once was. So the last three pieces are my launching point for where I want to go artistically. When making them, I got a sense that this is what I really want to do. And it's the first time in grad school that I've had a real sense of excitement. So this piece, titled Ecto Cooler, measures 30 inches by 42 inches. It grew out of a conversation about drinking Ecto Coolers as a child. It is a vivid memory of my childhood that with the passage of time is abstracted in my mind's eye, like all memory. How much memory is abstracted is only a question of degree. Which then takes me to a piece titled Drinking Problem, which measures 30 inches by 42 inches on canvas. In it, multiple screen printed images of my time as a deployed Marine were applied directly to the canvas. Additional images were then screen printed and collaged onto the canvas. Paint was then rolled on, like the alcohol I used to obscure these hectic images when they were newer than they are now. So this piece is the one that I favor the most. It's the last piece in this review, entitled Mere Man. It measures 36 by 48 inches on board. In this piece, I used a 4-layer screen print of Dr. Doom drawn directly onto the Duralar. In the vernacular of comic books, Jack Kirby's Doom is the ultimate master. Doom covers his face due to his deformities. I can relate to that. I hide my feelings and emotions with something as impenetrable as a metal mask because I am a mere man. The words are not mine, but a quotation pulled from a Fantastic Four book written by Stan Lee and drawn by Kirby with all the poignancy of moving literature. It represents where, if I'm ever able to remove my metal mask. This piece merges all the methods I have learned thus far in this program while building onto the drawn imagery of my sequential art degree.